I'm sure you know the trending news where UCC wrote to Google to block 14 YouTube channels, including our own channel here, JB Mwonge. And yes, we want to go through this until we get to the bottom of each and everything. Just to remind you, Google sent back a response to UCC. It said, actually, they advised the Ugandan government to accompany their request with a court order. Yes, that's what they said. Actually, the lady, Dorothy Oko, the Google's head of communications and public affairs for Africa, in an email response, she said, currently, we review government removal requests when notified through the correct legal processes and disclose these requests in our transparency report in keeping with our stance on transparency. So that's what she said. And she continued to say, in all cases, we would only restrict access to a video only after a thorough review to determine if the request meets both the letter and the spirit of the law. Where content does not break local laws or violate our community guidelines, it will remain on the site. That's what she said. That's what she said. But don't forget that this was a long article on Kwaz Africa. Kwaz Africa is a journalism platform. Actually, it is a very big platform. It has smart brains, smart editors, very many of them around the world. Yeah, this Kwaz Africa has presence in New York, Washington, D.C., London, Los Angeles, New Delhi, Hong Kong, San Francisco, and Nairobi. Yeah, they do a lot of coverage around the world. You know, they do a lot of work. Smart brains behind these articles. The article was long about this actually. Maybe let's go through it. It said Ugandan authorities are doubling down efforts to crack down on dissent ahead of country's January 14th elections. In the latest incident, the Kampala regime has written to Google, which owns YouTube, asking it to shut down 14 YouTube channels, which the country's media regulator says are linked to the last month's riots that left more than 50 people dead. A review of the 14 accounts by Kwaz shows all have either streamed campaign content or host pundits sympathetic to opposition presidential candidate and musician Robert Kyagulanyi, popularly known as Bobi Wine. He is among 11 candidates challenging President Yoweri Museveni, who has been in power since 1986. The 14 channels listed in the December 9 letter by the Uganda Communications Commission in bracket UCC to Google include Ghetto TV, KKTV, JB Mwonge, and the Bobi Wine 2021, among others. While many of the channels have subscribers in the low tens of thousands, they collectively garner millions of views. As the election approaches, many feature live coverage of Bobi Wine's rallies, which are often very popular with young Ugandans in urban areas. In recent weeks, the Museveni government has been clamping down on these opposition rallies, often using the claims of COVID-19 restrictions being floated to justify the pop stars' detention or the disruption of rallies by security officials. The regulator says the channels violate Ugandan laws and threaten the country's economy and national security. In linking them to last month's deadly riots, UC says the channels were used rioters through sensational and unbalanced reporting and commentary. The tech giant has advised the Ugandan government to accompany their request with a court order, according to several reports. Currently, we review government removal requests when notified through the correct legal processes and disclose these requests in our transparency report, in keeping with our stance on transparency, says Dorothy Oko, Google's head of communications and public affairs for Africa, in an emailed response. In all cases, we would only restrict access to a video only after a thorough review to determine if the request meets both the letter and the spirit of the law. Where content does not break local laws or violate our community guidelines, it will remain on the site. Local activists and analysts have long warned the Ugandan government is likely to shut down or restrict internet access and other telecom services like mobile money in the country in the days leading and after the elections. In 2016, the government shut down all popular social media platforms just before and after the general elections. The request to Google, which the technology giant is unlikely to heed based on a review of the company's policies, is believed to be preparing ground for action against vocal anti-regime internet users. African governments have been increasingly heavy-handed in managing their political landscape in the wake of the impact of global social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, among others. The platforms are also facing rising pressure in Western countries led by the US and the UK to do more to curb so-called fake news, offensive and racially insensitive content, as regulators leaning towards a reform agenda dealing with the emergent issues around social media. Uganda's existing cyber laws have been used to crack down on anti-government activists in the country and have largely been effective. The government recently set up an electronic counter-measure unit, ECMU, under the Uganda Police Force to detect and investigate crimes committed using online platforms including Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp. But it has struggled in efforts to crack down on diaspora dissenters abroad, given the reluctance of global tech companies to aid such efforts. Threats and directives by the regulator to all bloggers who broadcast on any social media channel to register with the regulator have also been ignored. So that was the article. I loved the article. Very interesting, especially that part where it highlighted a response from Google back to UCC that wants these channels to be blocked. Some of the reasons that I highlight why these people would love to, but of course there is no valid reason why these channels should be blocked. There isn't no valid point in this. Of course they are all pro Bobi Wine platforms. When you look at the list, those 14 channels that were listed, they are all linked to Bobi Wine, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, a presidential candidate in an election which is less than a month from now, because voting is on the 14th of January. So, of course, they don't want the bad, the good, and ugly to be highlighted, because atrocities that are being meted on opposition politicians on a daily basis, you can't even mention. A lot of atrocities keep being meted on our people. If it wasn't for the camera, it would be worse. But of course, sometimes they feel ashamed because of the presence of the camera. So, in my view, I believe they want to step on voices of dissent more, especially in the absence of the camera, because if there is no camera, a lot of atrocities are going to be committed. You understand? So I believe this shouldn't happen, shutting down of these platforms, because they are really doing a lot of work. They are really doing a lot of work, I can tell you, because mainstream media is compromised. It was infiltrated. It is compromised. We've seen countless times opposition politicians deny the chance to go to radio stations, you understand, to go to TV stations. Just recently, Kyagulanyi was supposed to have a show on NTV with the Patrick Kamara on the spot. He actually advertised the show because they made arrangements and he was supposed to be on the show. But orders from above, and then the show was cancelled. And of course, there is no way the owner of the TV is going to fire back, or is going to, because they are threatened to revoke the licenses. You understand? In the north, in Arua? In Arua, a candidate of National Platform was asked 6 million Ugandan shillings. 6 million Ugandan shillings. For those who are not Ugandans and you are watching this or you are listening to this, 6 million is equivalent to something like 1,600 and $1.6. Let me just put it that way. $1,600. That is an equivalent to have a radio talk show for an hour. You understand? Why do they do all this? Because they don't want this message to go beyond social media, beyond towns, beyond our lips. They want to step on it. Why would you charge someone 6 million for a 1 hour radio talk show? I've told you 6 million is equivalent to $1.6, $1,600. That is an equivalent. So we've of course been observing this for quite a long time. Actually, even during Dr. Besigye's time in 2016, he was as well denied to go to some radio stations. So this has been happening, but of course it has intensified during this season of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. Ever since Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert rose to political fame, the script was flipped, and of course they also changed the tactics to the point that they can write to Google to block these YouTube channels. Why would you block someone's YouTube channel because they post what you don't like? Assuming that broadcast unbalanced news. No, that's not an excuse to me, because it's not only us that do this. There are even other channels that do government's work, that broadcast live broadcasts of Museveni campaigning. Why are they not here? You understand? They are also going to sugarcoat their candidate. Would you expect me to come and say to you that Kyagulanyi is bad, Kyagulanyi is this? Of course, I have to praise him. I have to, give out the good in him, to highlight the good things he has done. Of course, with evidence, because we do this live. We broadcast everything live, from the time he leaves home to the time he goes back home, without sugarcoating anything, showing you everything in a camera. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. So, reasons, of course, another reason as to why they want to close these YouTube channels, of course, we give platform to opposition. Yes, we give platform to opposition, of which mainstream media doesn't. We give platform to opposition. We highlight the good, the bad, and the ugly. Have you toured Uganda this past month using your smartphone because of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert? Have you managed to, grasp a few words? I'm sure you've identified even some districts that you did not know they exist. Some people told me they didn't know some of the districts we are talking about, because each time we are broadcasting, of course, we keep checking Wikipedia, getting to know the facts about some of these places Kyagulanyi goes to. But then you hear responses from people, I didn't know that this place also exists. I didn't know that our roads in the north are like this. I didn't know that the road that connects from Obonji to Moyo, is full of water. It's like a river. It is flooded. I didn't know that it has not been worked on for the past 10 years. You understand? So people don't know these things, and when they are highlighted, because the government doesn't want such things to be highlighted, a lot why they want to close these channels. But the most important of all, or the most outstanding reason as to why they want to block these channels, or they want Google to block these channels, is because they support Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, of which they denied him access, or they denied him media play. He doesn't have, airplay on mainstream media. It is only these platforms that give him airplay. So they also want to stifle it. It's not good. It's not good at all. The gentleman Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert has only social media, but you also want to take that away from him. You also want to take social media away from him. He only has social media. He has been blocked to go to TVs. His music has been blocked. Concerts have been banned. You understand? Everything of him, his businesses, Busabala no longer functions. He cannot stage any musical concert. He cannot go to any radio stations. He has to first kneel and beg, and then he will be allowed to go to some of these platforms. All he has is social media. He will announce a day he's going to be live at 7:45 p.m. on his Facebook page, and everyone will be eagerly waiting to hear what the president is going to say. But you also want to take that out from him. Of course, once he announces, most of these other YouTube channels and Facebook pages, they also capture from that live and then spread the message, such that the message can go beyond Facebook borders, beyond YouTube borders, beyond WhatsApp borders, beyond social media, cutting those videos he has made into clips that can be converted into audio, upload on memory cards, turned into audio and share on WhatsApp, that kind of thing. But you also want to take that away from him. No, this is not good. To Mr. Google, for us as YouTubers, or to Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, for us as Facebook users, we are well versed with the community guidelines. That's why our channels is still exist. They have not violated any law. You understand? Because we know that once you post something that is known or that is against the community guidelines, you are going to be blocked. So they have existed for the past years. They have been active because we are following the community guidelines of the platform. We know them. We know these guidelines. That's why these platforms are still existing. So friends, let's keep spreading the message. Just like we always say, let us be non-violent. Just like we have always said, just like our president says, let us be non-violent. Let us not lose our calmness. However much the provocation is too much, the frustration is too much. But just like Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, aka Bobi Wine, tells us that all these people want is for you to lose your temper, to lose your calmness, and then fire back at them. And what are they going to do? They are going to intensify their shooting. So let us not give them that opportunity. Let us be a non-violent people, just like we have been from day one. Yes, Let us keep that image. Let us show to the world that what they paint us, it's actually not true. But of course, we've done that, and we still do. Let us continue maintaining that good image we have. That's why people support this struggle. That's why people support Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. That's why people support NUP. It doesn't just lament, but it shows you by action. So twebereremu tugende maaso nga tukola ekyo kye tubadde tukola buli lunaku. Just like I always tell you, once someone throws insults at you, don't throw insults back at those people. Educate them, show them the right way. Hey, oliwa kuvuma tomuddiza, mugambe mwana weebale kunvuma naye ate wonvuma lowooza ngenda kuwagira obwongo sigenda kukyuka, maybe wandingambye bwoti ne bwoti tomanya nandibadde nkola ki kyuka. Tugende mu maaso nga tukola ekyo buli naku kye tubadde tukola. Tetuggwamu maanyi, platforms tebagenda ziggalawo, zigenda kusigalawo kuba tezina musango gwe zikoze, okitegeera, tezina musango gwe zikoze. Singa zibadde n'omusango, I can tell you singa zaggalwawo dda, kubanga zino platforms zina amateeka gaazo agazifuga nti woteekayo ebintu ebikyamu baba biraba wali nti onataddeyo ekintu ekikyamu mugigale nga bagigala instantly. Bangi kume muluzinze account zammwe za Facebook ne za YouTube nga sigamba nti no olumu nga temumanyi kye mukola nti kikyamu, okiraba, olumu nga temumanyi kye mukola nti kikyamu. Olw'ensonga abamu tetusoma mateeka gano, naye omuntu yenna asomye amateeka gano amushuwa ogamanyi bulungi era ogagoberera, era yongera okugagoberera ate nga ogoberera n'amateeka gaffe agatufuga wano mu Uganda. You understand? So twebereremu wali wonna, naye nga above all teri kuzikiza. Let us come out and vote, protect the vote, and then celebrate after. I love you and bye bye.